Shalom, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachah Kwadash, double honor to the apostles, the elders, a great millstone teacher, well taught us its truth. Shalom to the elect, pushing the truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. Lord willing, we be at that number. I'm your brother Tabar Yakuna coming at you with another quick hit, Lord willing, is edifying. Revelation, the 17th chapter, and the third verse. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. This is John on the Isle of Patmos receiving visions. It says, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast full of names of blasphemy. Yeah, that woman is America, which is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures. We'll get to that in a minute, in the fifth verse. And that scarlet-colored beast is NATO and the EU. The revival, all of that, the woman and the beast, basically make up the revival of the Roman Empire, the deadly wound that was healed. New Rome, that whole beast system, that the image of the beast. And the beast has 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, the 7 heads, let's go ahead and go into it real quick. 7 heads, Germania Major, Salaki, we'll start with the Greeks. 7 heads are the Greeks, the Romans, Germania Major, Germania Minor, Spain, France, and the UK. Okay, bear with me for a second. And so, yeah, the 7 heads, they're governments or kingdoms ruled by Esau. But then up underneath those 7 governments, you have NATO. So, like, you have the EU. You got those 10 horns. 10 horns started out as Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain and Portugal, England and Ireland, and West Germany. Spain and Portugal being one, England and Ireland being one. And then it has morphed into even a greater conglomerate of supporting vassal states. This is what this beast consists of. It's a hierarchy of governments. So again, you have the heads of the beast being Greeks, the British, the Germania Major, Germania Minor, the French, the Spanish, the Rome, and then you have the vassal states that support these head governments or kingdoms, heads of the beast in the 10 horns, which again, those 10 horns go deeper than just 10 horns now. So it says, going back to Revelation 17 and verse 4. 17 and verse 3, it says, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Verse 4, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stone and pearls. Yeah, that woman is America, which is Babylon the Great. Purple, scarlet color, those are royal colors. So this place is looked at as royal, as a place, somewhere to be. This is why you have so many people trying to get here. And also, the kings of the earth, as it's written, Revelation 18 and verse 3, they all committed fornication with this whore, man. Actually, in reading up to the second verse in Revelation 17th chapter, it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. Fornication goes into adultery, which basically this is symbolic for laying down with this whore, laying down business wise, making deals, compromising your culture, your people, your land, so this is what the kings of the earth do in order to, you know, mingle with this whore, which they look at in a favorable fashion. Again, that purple, that scarlet color, representing royalty. It says back in, we'll finish out that second verse in the 17th chapter in Revelation. It says, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk of the wine of her fornication. Wine goes into philosophies. All right, so back to verse 4, jumping back down, it says, with gold and precious stone and pearls, again, pointing to the delicacy of not delicacy, but the royal perception of this place, America, Babylon the Great. It says, having a golden cup in her hand. So when you go to Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, the 7th verse, it says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So eventually, these nations that are, the vassal states, the 10 horns, they're going to turn against the beast. All right? And ultimately, the whole beast going to turn against the whore. That's the feet of iron and the feet of miry clay, written of in the book of Daniel, the second chapter, I believe it is. Yeah. So, matter of fact, let's go to that. Daniel 2 and verse. Salakia. I'm so flimmy today, man. I don't know what it is, but anyways, Daniel 2 and verse 33. His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Yeah, so when you have feet that's part iron and part clay, that's a weak foundation. That statue of the dream of King Nebuchadnezzar that Daniel interpreted, we're at the feet right now of that statue. So it started with the head. That's the Babylonian Empire. The head representing King Nebuchadnezzar, and then it goes all the way down to the feet, which is the revival of the Roman Empire, which is America. Okay, and it's mingled. America, NATO, the EU, is mingled with these other nations, and as the scriptures say in Jeremiah 51 that we went to, 51 and 7, that the beast is going to hate the whore, man, because ultimately in the end, the philosophies and the plans aren't going to line up. Something's going to happen to where these other nations, these vassal states, they're going to distance themselves from the beast and the whore, and they're actually going to destroy the whore with nuclear fire. All right. So speak about beating their plowshares into their. Let me see if I can find it. Joel 3 and verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Yeah, so, yeah, those, you know, that structure, all those kings of the earth that laid down with the whore, they gonna have enough of its policies, and they're gonna see that really they're just getting duped, and they're gonna you know all the things that they use to all of their resources that they use to basically build their society, farming and all of this. Their antiquated, so-called antiquated technology is going to level up to the technology of the beast and the whore, man. All these nuclear weapons that Esau touts, all the smaller nations, they're going to have them just the same, and they're going to shoot those weapons upon Babylon the Great, man. You know, let the weak say, I'm strong. All right. Jumping back to verse 5, Revelation chapter 17 and verse 5, and upon her forehead was a name written. Make sure I finish that other verse, please. So, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Yeah, when you get down with this whore, you're gonna realize that you're defiling yourself. That's what these nations realize. Oh, we let sodomite culture come through the back door, so to speak. Anyways, yeah. Let that thing slip through the cracks, man. We thought we was getting some kind of benefit, but actually, scriptures speak about how this devil has death follows him everywhere. He basically has a death touch. So, this is what these nations feeling. They're gonna feel, man, and realize, ultimately, that dollar is what really binds these people and entraps these other nations, man. And everybody's these other nations are trying to do away with the dollar. We see that with the BRICS. They're trying to start up their own denomination of currency and not deal with the dollar anymore. This is Book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Yeah, Mystery Babylon the Great, America, is the mother of whores. She produces whoredom in the earth, and abominations in the earth. So the scriptures speak about how the Lord is angry with the wicked every day. Who's the wicked? Esau's so-called white man. Earth was given into the hand of the wicked, Job 9 and 24. So, Lord willing, that was edifying, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh, Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash, double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone, and shalom to the elect. So.